Yadesma ma pramuato yamamunina ha. Omemun samni ama wudu waso diya yansaka. Ani yabu abu anu atu din pramtube kasi yabwa. Yadebedan yetiefoyi. Utie free peace. 104.3 FM so okay. 101.7 NEAT. 100.9. Nemi ansa wa shepa sabaka dance na kra. Enweti hello. 101.5 FM wadumu kumasi. Ghana man tem yedunsia 16 regions oti yanka. Kasa fidie bese duyesia nimni etire kwamnoni a bese diasa. peacefmonline.com ghanatoday.com so abode yetiefo kwa ubenya bia kan. Die di kase ebonimu akotene bia ne se His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ya wotu Frank ama MPP amanyo kwotre se wobedi president ya Ghana ya mamra ni amane obebo ho ban.
We will stand firm, defend our values. When you go abroad, they also have values, don't they? Do they accept polygamy? Do we go and say they have to accept it? No.
Sir, odonfo ayadumu a December de tosonson abaye beto no. Enipa bi ayanhwesem adibia ba betuja. Na Professor Smart Sapon ne survey ya woyeye no Ghana fo bi akere wadwene.
Abane de MVP NDC bi anye. Nemo right now de masa onboa. NDC is the Mahama wa chance so be we ne tem.
Na Krobia Sante Kotokwahine wotumfo se tutu a wotoso mienu. Ena wotese technology eno na ababeje atenase wo wiase.
Abodie unyanza and science and technology.
Na Association of Building Contractors ya wo Ghana. Omu trase cement bo sedie esi kosoro no omhu dwa won. Ghana Black Stars and the Mali. Nina ye World Cup qualifier eda yinim. Na kensi ni sign and ebesi akro. Suzy Aba Center edi Sibi Men capsules a buama meal system nya hoden kuti anyarewa. Wasan de Sibi Women capsules and na Sibi soap. Yasan wo MTN 4G Plus ya. Ekuta fastest connectivity na highest internet speed. Level Saba Limited. At the levels natural capsules. Ubetina wuna so abompem watuma akokwan tenten a wonte bre. Sage mekoya da wurumane se amansan ti ame kwabena mafo. Matena se amede nsam ebrewe. Afe nsam ni ntiremu nie. His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia onne ye pani a wotu Frank ama MPP amanyoko. Na watrasa wose nsubura sentemo anu weni yakoko nti wadene ntoabo ewo Greater Accra region de ekopie mu watema na eho anu wosiasia de sedom ya wo katere wonum se wo ba Ghana hanum se yia ekueku awodo nyina etia ade afra ne se LGBTQI+ na ya Bible ya eno na Christopher ya de kwa asori enye saade ne ntum moziremi fo de ye Quran nso eno nso enye ntum na nanom de nso a ewo Ghana hanum se nso eye no na so obeya president ya obemeki sure se obebo ye ho ban efra manone saa ohawo a wo pese wo musumudi gu ye nso no ebesi.
Let me make it very clear that as president the issue of LGBTQ is not acceptable. The Bible frowns against it, the Quran frowns against it, our traditional values frown against it, our culture frowns against it. No, and no. We will not accept it. No matter the consequences, we will stand firm, defend our values. When you go abroad, they also have values, don't they? Do they accept polygamy? Do we go and say they have to accept it? No, that is their values. We also have our values. So we can't be forced to accept things that our religion doesn't agree with, our values don't agree with. So that one is non-negotiable. You can't even talk about it. Yeah, it's not negotiable. And we will stand very fair on that. Very, very fair.
Na enwati na His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia say adia ba ko ayira wo Ghana ha discipline na obedi president ya one nsore no be kan bom said ye be ya discipline betumi aye adwuma wo Ghana.
And it has served us well, but we seem to be losing it. And now I think it's time for us to have that conversation. How can we leverage on the churches to improve the management of our schools? And I think that is going to be something that I want to focus on. How can we leverage on the churches and the faith-based organizations to manage our schools better, to bring more discipline or better discipline into our schools?
Na Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia say eduane sam aye problem pa titiri said eduane bo okwa akotobi ekosori se obeye president ya obese na eduane no aye bebre na ne bo nso beba fom.
If you don't solve the food problem, you cannot move forward. So Ghana needs to solve the food problem. We are making progress. Rice imports, for example, have come down by 45% since we've been in office. And by 2028, we could bring it down to 0. That is where we want to go. But we need to do more. Most countries, the advanced countries, how they've solved the food problem is through mechanized, commercial, technology-driven, irrigated agriculture. That's how many countries have solved this problem. So I want us to really focus on large-scale, commercial, use technology. Agric is now precision farming. If you just wait only for the rain to fall, you won't move far. So you've got to do a lot more precision farming, use a lot more lime so that we get the soil rather than depending on a lot of fertilizers, chemicals that destroy the soil over time. We have a lot of limestone deposits.
Na enyumre no Greater Accra Regentor Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia any you to award tertiary institutions yahodo no edi esia wo natwo na wodi nani so ade hunu eto wanim.
There are a number of reasons I want you to vote for me. Everybody acknowledges that in terms of performance, you cannot find a vice president in the history of Ghana that has done better than Dr. Mahmood Bawumia. You cannot. I can point to 33 different policy initiatives, 33 that I have initiated or championed as vice president and implement. My opponent cannot point to one. We are not talking a confirm or nkuko buo or nkuko kiti. I'm talking of serious policy. He cannot point to one. So the score is 33-0. I am a fighter against corruption. I fight against corruption. I have put in systems to fight corruption. So you see all the digitalization that we are doing. It is fighting corruption, ghost workers and all of that. The third reason I want you to vote for me is that you will have more accountability from me.
Way His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia yenua Pius Bedu Banson. Na asamu abeto omemu na ye Ghana Revenue Authority ena SM contract bi a wo mu sign ye KPM chief kura koye report de fa ho a mampenini ne de beto dwa na sa asemu na minority for trese dati ankwa mebi ankofo won nsem yi ano efa GRE ena SM contract na wo trese contract na mu awram process ya sasa contract no kura fa so no wanfa so ya ma mepie mu mpo wo parliament wo na majority leader ononyamfo Alexander Kwame na afenyomaken en wo kire mu so asa minority fo no kasa dodo asem bi ekwawu a tisekra wonum ekwawu bi a tisekra wonum wo kire se NDC fo kire se adentina sa contract no amfa parliament na yansise mu no Sa contract bi efa local company se oman numwa company bi ene ye de ade ma no a ehun hia kura se ebeba parliament ansa na ya gesa ade no atum enti de minority for Canada eni nyina so.
Government agencies were signing contracts with businesses. My point here is that you cannot get up and generalize it. Let me give you an example of the GRA SML contract, for instance. SML is a Ghanaian company, a wholly owned Ghanaian company registered in Ghana. And it was their demand that the SML contract should have come to Parliament because it's a multi-year contract. Our argument is that is wrong. Because if you read the act, which act refers to the Article 181 of the Constitution. Now, the Article 181 has various subclauses. So it is for them to pay attention to the aspects of the law that will require parliamentary approval. And I'm saying that 1815 talks about an international commercial transaction. So local contracts or MOUs or agreements of multi-year value but are local cannot come under the anticipation of Article 1815.
And what in a obo minority and this amanyoko subose adia wo mo ye no investors ye wa manonia wo woska wo pese wo de bedi jawa ha no ebe pia wonum nyina kwakire.
The effect of such pronouncement on business and the economy. Some of their pronouncements affecting industry and it's affecting the economy because, you see, for instance, we know about the situation with our city. If a politician who does not understand business would come out and just for the sake of politics make any pronouncement, the market will respond. And it's as a result of such, I wouldn't want to say reckless, unreasonable comments that seem to be affecting the business environment.
Dear yate se okasei ono ena oye a majority leader ononyamfo Alexander Kwame na Afenyomaken yenua William Gentu adawroma ene woboabo ansem ya no a yetiefuo etie bi na president ma Association of Building Contractors Ora Anthony Kurite en wo kire se cement buo kwa na ekosoro cement buo adeti ade ase nyina ya to cement na ya to cement mi se yi a na ma contractor fo ni wo mu a ewo pepa so mu besi dan no wo mu wo kire wo nu mu pa esi asa wo fa jama so sa wo kwa akoto cement atetru Ghana ha cement buo ya to mu bosume kura maaye na watumi enu maaye ya saade bi aka ho ebra woni ye nia sarama atiku kwa pente kasa ena owura kuru kyekere se cement buo no ayadin because eniama omukra frama no ne edeba raw materials omudeba no eye dollars ya no omusesa na omudi akwa akokra saa nioma no aba esi a wosa dollar buo nso a esra na ekọ owura kuru kyekere se aban betnase na wayen hwahan na cement ekurakura yemu nso egudia ene ye be ha tene pa enti wosre ne se na dawruma one cement manufacturing development committee ewo Ghana entnase na wonhwe kwan pa wo betumi de cement bo no afa so anya saade a cement bo ne beduru kakra no obi antumi nto.
We import like some of these raw materials. That's the main cause of price increase. If everything is produced and made in Ghana, you hardly see an increase. But what we experience, it is not good enough because a dollar is scarce. It is important for government to find a way to control these prices. In regulating, you don't have the power entirely. So it is important for government to sit down with the manufacturers in a form of give them some tax rebates in order for them to also reduce the price automatically. That may be solving some part of the problem because you can't allow this thing to be happening all the time because how much was the salary increase? How much is it? And the cement has increased over and above so that there will be a control, a regulation.
Na ora akrucha to aso no watere se cement buo no pagya kosoro sepe na ma business no aye basa yes no obi akura ma se wo ba beto cement afei edan ya nipa kura asase a na nko wo se nim se bia nti obewie no na ono nso wagya no ho uncompleted na esi ho aban project ahodo bi nso a wode ne nsa aka wo ye no ubon se wo mu nso agyaagya na esisi wo no mu saa afei ankura bi eye private individuals ya wo si ne senge wurum ne wo si ne tema ho ne wono nso esi na ba nsoro papa bi no na ne nyina ka ho esanse cement kuro ya ene wo mu de ye na cement kosora wo be den ene watoato asa project iso.
Yeah, it delays. That's why you see a lot of uncompleted buildings. The project will delay because the cost of what we have agreed before has changed. Eventually, it will affect the cost of the project entirely. Government projects, they will suffer cost overrun, but those on private buildings, they will also suffer a lot of overheads. To reduce maybe the number of houses we'll put up in Ghana, if you budget for 100 houses, you eventually end up having about 70 or less, depending on circumstances. There will be a lot of cost overruns because of increase in cement and other building products. Because immediately cement increase, others also increase. And Accra is 108. 105, around 100 and all that. So I think government must sit up, honestly.
Dear Yate say Oka say Oya President Ma Association of Building Contractors Ora Anthony Kruche na outgoing President Emma Association of Building Contractors ye wo Ghana ha eye Ora Prosper ya lady en wodi bi to aso no water say Sandia cement buo ni si kwosoro ninti local industries and local contractors no omo brepa sisi se we businessman and also businesswoman e wo Ghana hanom a na tresa already eden aduma no aye tia ma wonu papa enti wo sra minister say wo mo tena sisi nkunya na omo be pani nadu egubra ebeboa ubia.
The prices are alarming. From 78, 68 now, just jumped to over 100 plus CDs. And it's so alarming that imagine you did a tender and the project will cost 2 million. And every price has changed to maybe 300%, 200%. And in our contract terms, sometimes it takes more than 5 years before you can do a revision of the prices. So where are they putting us? They are killing our industry. They are killing local contractors. They are killing everybody that wants to build. We don't know what to say again. We don't know what to do again. We want the minister to help us so that we can offer the hike of price of the cement and even building materials as general.
Na wobewie kura no wokyere se sandia cement buosi ekro ne yese abredane a na wonso wada wo ho esese Ghana ye start se yanso ye besakremu te sadia America fo ne China fo ye no esi a ye betumi ayuso mrekesi no a kane pa na mrekesi na wemudi si dan enti ye betumi agyae cement no ni ya start ayuso mrekesi no a kan no beboa ye mpa.
We should go local and we should now intensify in our local material. We have a lot of clay in Ghana. We have a lot of porcelain. We have the terrazzo chippings. We have many things that we can do. It's a matter of a policy that the government should direct as a policy to that area. Then people, our attention will shift to local materials. Go to UK, go to America, go to China. All of us are using bricks. Why are you still, we as Africans, we are developing. We are not developing country, we are a developing country, but we are wholly hooking onto the price, which is high in price, and even the emission is affecting the environment as well.
Dear Yate Nekase ye a penny pa wono waye na tuma wi nti wo kwa kwagina home outgoing President Ma Association of Building Contractors Ora Prosper Yao Lady wane yeni asarama atukuku apinto na ekasa ye na ensesembi aba betoja eye Director of Research and Innovation ewo Kumasi Technical University Professor Smart Sapon na watrese nipa Ghana for ɛhyehyɛ ne sɛ yɛ to aba ɔbɛba abɛdi president ɛyɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia na ne nhyehyɛmu a wɔyɛɛyɛ yɛ a abɛda adi akyerɛ sɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia numero 1 wadi kan koraa a wɔnni sɛsoɔ na asɛm yi ho ɛna yɛpɛ sɛ yɛne mpanimfoɔ kasa kakra wɔ ho. Director of Elections and Research Emma MPP Eye Ura Evans Nimako Open your radio sum jenka o
Oye council but you are to say
a radio dom se bibia boko
about the other
yo ayi report here beto jay ya mo frag better we huredi nkunim musom say
I am now here for the medical candidate a year new patriotic party there. In say the Obadian by December 7, 2024. Your Beko general election. Your presidential candidate any Ura Mahmoud Bawumia or your vice president. And which your parliamentary candidate or all the constituencies. Ghana for my register on Betua Ban and say, Oshe limited registration exercise here and there. If you register and do over 18.7 million. Sir, we na ye be kwakoton Ura Mahmood Bawumia any parliamentary candidate amao. Ohin the woman say a base elections eba polls there. Ekwoku AAB nipa kran enso AAB na aya the sasa wohwe ene say methodology ben ana polls no ejina so na wahwe the free mobile me de bia me fa ne say polls de eye futu if so hin so democracies bia obebia polls are coso ama your elections are the na polls ne kano enye no ana elections no echre ofa Kenya ebra omoye last elections are between Ura Ruto and Ura Raila Odinga na polls nyina kase Ura Raila ana be woni omokoto abano Ura Ruto ana woni Oko Nigeria last elections omoye post bia chese Peter Obi ni din kunim omoko elections no Owura Tinubu ane woni enti ye wo mamu ha obete na Owura Musa Dankwa no akoye post bia obe ne chese Owura John Dramani Mahama ane be woni enti post de ohin ewo ho na ye new patriotic party de post ba ye fan say a futuo and amwa ye to ne say ye polling station for ye electoral coordinators, constituency executives, regional executives, national officers. Ebe ye jumaden aton Owura Mahmood Bawumia ne sema ebe magana etumpo no eno ho anamo na yetu internally the professors must upon the research survey abeto abontia eye the new patriotic party there ye and say nipa umudin wo register no ye be reach out to them ni asre say hu be hia say daakye Owura Mahmood Bawumia ebe president of Ghana na eduma papa obeto aso efi Owura adodankwa Kufuor abem no ama Ghana etumpon na yen twen ye ho ensensan e so ye hu Owura John Dramani Mahama ye hu na mamu Ghana for eto abetia no 2016 eto tie ni tiem in 2020 migidi tie ko 2024 no enya dia Ghana for ebeto aba amani bi enti ubusa ya new patriotic party there the professors must upon the beto no ya tre ye behwe anamon papa esese ye presidential candidate any ye parliamentary candidate ekita for all the 38,622 polling stations no yebetu anamo aso bo ade maya ye koto aba na Ghana for eto aba ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
na tira say ai survey no de mate but anya no na ya mahotoso
eno de enya de a ebe ma yetrima ede say de make ye say uni wo pejin wo fi adue na futu so de what say obi etu ne bafo a na de bi atokuto dwem na daache o de tu wanamo the new patriotic party yes say your presidential candidate oba de adaroma Ura Mahmoud Bawumia ne hu ni asem o wadwempa ema Ghana o nim dia ebe ma Ghana etumpon san hihye ani ebe pese obetumi ahihye na yetumi nya majority in parliament said the be ya government business ebetumi etumpon enkoba se your parliament ya 137 plus 1 ya ebia assembly towa na yehu ne fire by mekidi said Dachi, si ehu a yehu parliament e onumu ebeboa ama Ghana for air to aba dodo na beto ama new patriotic party your parliamentary candidate and your presidential candidate His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
na ai baby a na woka say party no ankasa de ne popularity no ekofom kra na frag better no mum a popular chain party no no na hu ne say
ora no sana na report ekan ya oni amanfo edi nkomo survey there said the mekan omo register so say omo true mu di some beto aba over 2020 2023 2024 say Dodo no ekobe 18.7 million. That number no esusin survey number yenyen. And that number no nebeto abada achi. Enti ye de ya desre de ne say Ghana fonhwe Ura Mahmoud Bawumia oba de adaroma me hu ni asem untumi nka so peyin oye corrupt. Ubetumi aka so peyin owonim dia ebe ma Ghana etumpon. Eno na yebesre ni aton na ma Ghana for yirim se Ghana for dodo na so betono na daachi wa beti oman so na Ghana tumpon adesre de ne se efutu a ora asman sapon de abane de yafa anamo a party betu de e wo yensem ye bompa ese so ba de ma de a Ghana for yesre kan se Ura Mahmoud Bawumia ni nim de ene ni leadership skills a o show no a chance obetumi constitute government a ebe ma Ghana tumpompa
openi yadase no wadaje
nesu ndamasinya menka mo
yo abusiafo we director of elections and research a new patriotic party Ora Evans Nimako na yeko NDC amanyoko nso akate na ye ne wonum akasa kakra Deputy Director of Elections, Emma NDC Amanyoko, Yera Madi Jibril. Openi assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yo. Sabi biya boko de.
Adumo minya.
Yo. Ayi survey ya Professor Smasapon edi abetu jano. Minim se mwati ya muso musai.
Service because you in the electoral election season no you two once but survey be also no share the way survey no the track record the credibility find into na way and the result be na way be there enti survey no about out no there but I think that the idea survey the person who achieve or no, ended then because it achieved for people to discuss it, even living our mere campaign our warrior and called immunity. They use this one to bring campaign of Bawumia on the front burner. But I think that it will end just this afternoon.
Wadawumana ai mate batmonte ya wahu.
Oh yeah, because upon the way president research pool no. Why MPP near why this is the somebody June 3rd, Peace FM so. What you know soon or cassette NDC. June 3rd on your same station way, 2023. Well, Kasa at my MPP say NDC more cassette Electoral Commission at the Bonibia on where we the NDC man Kasa. Acquisition some agency and where researcher and organ for the Kawan. Funny report on the game on Ghana web. At the NDC baby, he come and speak against it. It is so much classic. Said we are a campaign in member within 2 months and come once a month. We'll take about it. In any case, the Ben Professor Smart support higher research be a projection be a half. Didn't he give Baumia 73% so we within the primaries? Didn't he do the same research or projection? I was saying of some people winning 64%. If the MPP must learn concept Wamunjai. These old tactics of politics in a way wasting Ghanaian time. For them, instead for them to do projection on dollar and also, with the leader now what and thrown about Omia to guide him on. They want us to waste time to work and take it.
Na ba ko na young kofo nso adwene mu kosene menim se monso saa na je mu a wo se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP party no anya popular but Fragbera ne ya popular ena NDC party no aya popular nso Fragbera no nya popular menim se no so
when I mention because they were research and so correct and because they were nibi obi ka try say PSFM enye djuma yi network ni nye unti ya omo na o si host na o on the way identity let's djuma no minya
no so dia untumi nka no saa ya de enti na mutie ya
we team ni nye o si team ni nye o ba captain ni ho yake enti team ye no
ahadi ya ade obi o wa ha
na na ka wo dem ya ade oti o na me example e be ben ya peke that's what I'm saying car pai car any light any engine o say driver no we best driver enti that means obetimi the back of matter inte obi say we yes research we na all you can say em fine idea you take him serious
enti survey ni de mo de ato ba bi wa ho
o na be o MPP spokesperson machira wo ejuma wa ye o PSFM so machira wo ejuma wa ye o Ghana web so and you check your PSFM June 3rd 2023 we be hu ade o kan ye against NDC so are you sure so be ka bibia ma NDC and so be ka bibia be say o hu ade na ka be fe be NDC be ka in fact his problem is John Mahama and yeah obi yet an example na me man we tell the same thing was the NDC there go for a woman in now no me for that they can lead Ghana but John Mahama na problem but MPP they are corrupt obia MPP mo me corrupt but Bawumia dey so to abama Bawumia we so corrupt people na lead Ghana na Ghana go eti this is somebody who has to take his research serious and it achieve people to pay say obia can answer men these kind of persons they are part of this country say person woman queen
enti me van say the all can the mo fa nya adwuma kra mo de ato ba bi
o mi they say they share o say the NDC adwin wo any say the Electoral Commission omo ya omo adia nde no more the result aba yeso omo ati omo bi bi akasa dia omo wrong yeah because no na dey ko elections nobody will take our mind from that one. Any parent be also the Electoral Commission or Casabo. In the Electoral Commission, yeah, can want them, or the other to see enjoy Suka. And you want to be taken serious.
Obania, yeah, that's it.
It's a middle month.
I was me and say, I died here, Professor Smart Sapon, who cranty, or Diasi. Ma Titi Bree, Deputy Director of Elections, Emma NDC, Amanyoko. na saa survey ya ebeto abontin ena Peace News etisi montin a wobisa Ghana this year bi say na musi ehunu no fa.
We don't want a president who can never speak on behalf of his people. A president, first year, already primaries, and a president. We need John Dramani Mahama back.
MVP NDC, right now, the NDC is the Mahama or chance so very in
Midday the Kufado air Mintino. Ama me shede ni yebekwa kusie.
I think it's a MPP coming back again. It's possible.
The truth of the matter is, ye candidates as Baumia and John Mahama as a stand there. To me, no, near Kwaso dear, say a shepherd yanka Baumia should be ahead of Mahama. Sabine dear, media to say.
I side with the report because no credibility as compared to Mahama. No, Baumia was.
Wey ayeyenia posia mensa bonsu. Na krobia sante kotokohene na okasei wabra Prempe College omuna Robo First World Championship course ewo United States of America omu edi first year na omu de ade ayedema wonum trophy no ekochire krobia sante kotokohene otumfo se tutu awotosumienu ewo na wukudaya na otie wo mensia kotokofie na ho na His Royal Majesty otumfo se tutu awotosumienu ka kire wonum se 21st century ya yewumu ade a edi entintimai pa technology yes ese obi a gene wa tu said ye wiase tu anamo ekono bibia koye abefo kwan so nko a said ye connected ni ye niyama no asesa ni nyina ko technology nti ye mresie na ye nini ntu anamo nko
about the science and technology. Ghana be more American than what we do in New Zealand. Make a Moses from you American so how which we know. The money have to say, oh, one Casabu, change no money, and yet you can. What we will money from somebody you are favorite. I was on you. Don't be we school near Queen.
Wey aya krobia sante kotokwahine otumfo se tutu awotosumi no. Na Ora Emmanuel Kwaku Opon na ochina Prempe College adisuafo no anemu eda na nasese na dahuruma ebra wo mo boaboa wo mu hu etu kwan no ode ne nsira eta wo no mochi
ansana na yebekọ no edikan ko otumfo educational fund ho ye ko sere mu se omumbo ye kakra na yintimi nko Michigan US because last year before year competition no omumbo ye seniors no they helped our seniors to go to US Michigan and by God's grace they also able to win. So this year too God being so good omutimi boy my etimi ko win ye nti ya konvo nearby ye pese ye da otumfo ase se waboa yen ewo kwan sonkoso de okache no ya gia tumpa
dia ya te so kase eye Ora Emmanuel Kwaku Opon na neje itreme na wotina premier sebeja konwa ewo Etiwa East MPP amanyoku timu Hill Comfortability project no ono nso ade ne support ekoe
be 25 years ni me wura kwa me kroma suapon nyame adom otumfo hye me no nyam ma me be SRC president esa be serve on the Kwame Nkrumah University Council no ye chancellor through sa leadership experience na me nya over the years no me de akomanim etutu manamo enti se ne otumfo edi na wokudai na enchaye kra wadi ne 25 years anniversary na wasa ede atudwa se amansan meboa na ye enhwe se konfanoche ebedi ya na metwa mani a enye yie enti me kakra metimi nso de abeboa wo se me nso me de ba ene wokudai na me de beboa na de edimu kese ene the fact say enam otumfo na ase amafa ene suehunu amehu na enu nti emre na du se me pese mekɔsom mempɛ so aso atiwa east na meba otumfoɔ ɛna ase ɛbɛbɔ namanneɛ mekyi mu pɔ a mede asi m'ani so a na menya ne nhyira a menim sɛ ɛbɛdi mu yie.
Abusiafo deɛ yɛte sɛ ɔkase ɔyɛ aspiring member of parliament ɛwɔ atiwa east ɛno wɔ eastern region nana ejeyi kyerɛmɛ yɛnua Samson Kwame Nyameta ama ne bɔ a ɔde firi mansia kotokofie baaye enie ɔnabo kwabena minta Akan no yɛ mmarahyɛbɛtani ma ade hyɛ wɔ dwabɔ so ɔsaa yɛ ranking member health committee yɛ wɔ parliament ɛna wɔtrɛ sɛ saa adwumadie bi aban so wɔde aba adaya wɔmu nyamuru 18 years no so wɔyare na sɛ yɛ kidney wɔkɔ akɔgye dialysis ya ɛno wɔntua hwee wɔmu anya 60 years nso de kɔ no nso the same thing ɛno nso wɔmu ntua hwee na ɛno na ɔnabo kwabena minta Akan no kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nhyehyɛ nimu ne politics yɛ ho nhia ɛna aban ɔyɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ akyerɛkyerɛ nkɔɔfoɔ bɛto aba ama no enti ne wasɛ dade asase efiri June a ɔde kɔ akɔdi edi kɔsi December yɛto abɛwie a obi amfa no ho na saa asɛm yi a wɔka yɛ ɛna ni tefam Ghana muntie dwumadie so Mark Terry was adwumatena ase and wɔfrɛ Chief Executive Officer of the National Health Insurance Authority ano Dr. Da Costa Boade bisa ne sɛ ɛgya wadawroma yɛse wadeɛ no a woyɛ no ɛyɛ politics ya ɛne wɔte so da bi nya saa na te akyerɛ sɛ saa nhyehyɛ wei no kora afa parliament ɛma parliament agye atom enti nya nhyehyɛ animu anaasɛ nipa bɔnesɛm.
Mumyenyi politics and free Daniel. Because at the end of the day, who machine to a names of NDC and I said, names of MPP and I CPP and I said, a Creadon Copat. Oko Hospital was out of MPP and I said, NDC. Media, the minimum NHIS now buying a say or more board dialysis for and almost the other almost in Shishaya about Parliament Nigeria. But when you show the Parliament, they are no money say, yeah, Baba, yeah, politics with it. It's mean I have one kakra, but I mean, obviously, opposition, yes, they oppose your money.
Opposition, Omudiano, no, Omu oppose Niama. We a Chief Executive Officer, National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Da Costa Boaje. Nanwachin watre say Finance Ministry ATS kanwa to this month no dodo no omunso ebeyina omudiama providers no.
Yeah, need woman that's how we the finance at the Amaya and the at the account. Yes, that's the 1st of June. Bound the first Saturday in the engineer in the bar 3rd of June. And see from 1st of June, Ubia Oko Hospital, our dialysis room, our deal now, you are covered. Oko Hospital now, hospital Nankasa. So all Jews that rana, yeah, reconciliation on better use come out. NHIS, share projections next to Kayana, I was 3 years pa. But the administrative and Yoma Kakrabi na FCA, yeah, to make sure that they examine now 3 years pa.
Dear Yatene Kase, Dr. Abuaje Da Costa. Na Pro Vice Chancellor Emma Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ena Okase Professor Ellis Owusu Dabo, and what I say, and Roberts, a year plastic waste no. Say Yansas no pa, Nema, and potem so a fin. Na maya ni ankase ya pomuden kura no ehwo betumi atochema ejade asemi to jawo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology wa bra na o commemorate World Environment Day ewo Kumase asantumantem kropo ne ho etifi asemu a wode to so wa say land restoration, desertification and drought resilience. Na we nyina ye World Environment Day no a ye die ni bia wotra se sayani ya tena ye bebi a ye tie no yesi ho enrobes ye park egu bebi ye gotes ye titim ye dododo ye mpotemu a kyɛn sɛ yɛsɛ yɛn ho a nsuo tɔ kakra bi a na ɛfa yɛ ni a ka yɛatena yɛbɛyɛ akɔnɔ sɛ
Nia idea to so na ya to din say land restoration, desertification. Na kwanya e befa so a say ye dipa. Ye nwuma ye ne ye enioma ye ama sebe abodi a nyame de ache wiase ene nsase a nyame de ama ye emu nyoma. Kwan ben so na ebetimi afa ebetimi reclaim and ya restore. Kwan ben so na ebefa ebetimi ahwese Ibeboa ama ni ayase no yasa agiesi ho ama aye from ni ayeka ho asem nyina ne se enwuma ene ye bra ye bo ebi ne saying sorry ni atoto roba agugugu basa nsu to kakra bia na sa roba ya to agui na akwa akogugu gatasi mu a nsu to a entvenko
Dear Yatese Okase ye Pro Vice Chancellor Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Elias Owusu Dabo. Na ekrobia sante kotokɔhene otumfo se tutu na sante hene hia hene na Professor Ohene Boachi Ejeyi ɛna wotu omanfo for the fa galamse ɛne nsunsuanso bɔne a enya wɔ yatena yeso.
World Environment Day na ejina ho ma eda ewiase amansan nyina yesi ho se yemfanye ewiase ahosiesie eka environment na yeka yaboboa no eniema ehia efa se ensuo a ekroje kwaye a ehotie na afi nso eniema ebetimi ama ewiase akonanim wa hwese ne ya etimi ase yekwaye ene ekoko yetu galamse yes nsuo munyina monitua dwumedia galamse aye ama eniama se ewo Ghana memu enti e ka World Environment Day na ni nyina aka ho bi se bitimi agyae sa niema emfata a ese nsuo a nipa enya ho den
we nana Professor Ohene Boachi Ejeyi environmental sociologist Dr. Mary Sefa Buampon ononso kakakra
environment say aye wo mi ana ye mpotemu ne ye nsuo ya saase se humi kura nkrofo si ehyiwa ba ye ire fi se ye ya na ye create sa problem no nti ye create ni asase no se ye ire fi ye ho a ye nsori ba nanso edu bibia na ye ire ye fi ye ho adenti na aba ne sa wo hwa ye wo empuntuo bebreba nkrofo move from omo akura ase ba kurom omo ba pa obi a ye bibia ni re ye fi de tete no ye nananom no omo ye nananom omo ye amo se forest we menkum ensuo we mfa wonsa nka asase we ye nya ni sei na che se nananom omo ni de asunku bi ase ye de ho bata omo ye ne ye kaaka ye ho a ebe ma ye ni aba ye ho so na afa ye nsuo no ya hwani ye ya asase ya hwani ye enti uhwa ecosystem no human being ye greedy ye nya fair to the ecosystem.
Yanya fair to the ecosystem. Environmental sociologist Dr. Mary Sefa Buampon. Yenia Samson Kwame Nyameche Amanebo. Na mekatiefo kakra se aspiring member of parliament ya eye Etiwa Eastern region de no amekaye no. Na nyina je kyereme. Na oye aspiring ma NDC amanyuku. Na yenya ntia se efri enkran ede ko wini ba kwantempo no so omu se insuo ayira fa kwan no na yenim adekode pote ya ewo no mu a ama se yiaba yase contract bi ye adwuma ho na wa divert insuo no afa baby well Fifi Davis
Kobra
na otedan
Kobra oyo bibi ahode wo
obefa ai
Mate
na ekwai no so de na esi ayase esie na ya he pote na ye kan
Kobra me da sepa se ye be sha efi oye kaswa record oye kepusa betre kruwa wo fe no gomu amampon no ewo oye between Winiba na oye poten infini ho na eho na ye nyina yenim se kai men fire ho 7 ba first no na abas sakasi bi etumi nya accident wo ho sa accident no area no ho na sisi asasa na yesi no se bridge kasi bi wo ho a se wudu ho a be say street lights a wo ho nyina solar na wo de sisi kwan no ho sa area ho na ye kana ya de a kwan a wo ye contractor ya wo so ma o ye dual road no e de akono ya de a odu ho no we tutu bridge no na wesiw nsuni baby a metre oye ayesu na akra na abum besen kopumu no wesiw baby a bitese nsuni fa na nkasa mebe ya obenya kwan na waye na bridge no na eno na nsu a ato be 3 days ni nsu na to eastern region pa the nsu to eastern region na across ho area ho na more nsu to ho no na nsu no eba because nsu ebien na ebom no nyina no efi eastern region ayensu river na Accra river no nyina fi eastern region a eba it's sense ebien nyina na eyiri kase a abobom na ebepie wo gomuamampon a nsu no ekọ epunum na eno na baby a wesi wuni nti nsu no nya no kwan emfa ho nsu no nya no kwan emfa ho nti na nsu no de by force abuewura gomuamampon kro no mu na ne de adan a ewo kro no mu net dan ne de ekobubu ni nyina ewie na nsu no de force baby a wosi wuni no ekopushi ho na ebu ho nti amama aye oka ama oye insunu na lord kwan main road na Kaswa Post road no insu take over nyina na what's jumedi ne start ne da around 4 enyimburu no and I work catch contractor and said we are insu no ba no aka ombue road no baby awesi no na nsu ni nya ne kwan ne mo mfanko na what's work about contractor na men nya ma o kan ne se hode we juma obi amma ho instruction bia ensi fiti ne da anadwe no gomuamampon bebunu no ginem na ho direct cars na afekodu bebi ne nsu no ayakasima ebubu kwan ni nyina nti na tese car ntumi mfi winiba enko kaswa na car so ntumi mfi kaswa amba sababa na woye bypass bi wo ye potin bafa potin ni mo hwa bepue nsu ati winiba na chede ewurem wo hɔ aba ana so sɛ gise efa wo frene dey fisu edruba efa oye Potten awombre Potten road no na chede ebepue wo Potten junction na etumako nti sisi ade main road na international road a yen kasa almost fi Cote d'Ivoire kasa almost fi Benin na ade edi atwenche wo so no ade a ka de ntumi mfa so nsu take over kwan ni nyina na ebubu bridge na anapeye kodu wona chede dom gu ho pa enkofo wo ho ne kasa bebre se contractor no em se na so den na ye nsama wo kan no ye ti bi gua maso na wo man nti
now started all about what kind of woman soon to my way we na sisi a washa nsi aje kwan na afa sisi a car kwan one side mo do kwa cry ne baby edwuduru ama atom woni na say kwan na kasa main road na say na ye ha sisi a kwan na we soon ntina wa ma why them na so bridge na oye no mama mo block we nti ama nsu abata ha bebre ma nkofo down by the 100 bubu hase so say mo bu down we mo bu we kase no tumi nsu tum kwana atwihwe ma for them ama nsu na ba ma bi mo wo dampo wa kama ya godu down pempe bi so we no mita no pompo oro mo dum la so no mo do transform wo ma pompo for side no mo dum mita no mo tumi ye fi we no fi wo juma na wa yo ha no ko de contractor no otwiansa no sisi arantwe na na time problem na sha so ka chene ko mgbe ne nsu nko ase onozi na juma na yenso ntu mgbe ne nsu nko so imbru no ba form na mo crew bi o nsu across ntu kwai run the dance stars room coordinator lecturer coordinator mi yanko friend na sana nadmu coordinator so ha ba man ponto o ntenda wa ba nse imbru no mun ba la ye juma ba la ni across cast makadai ba form san sore bay na pema kusa ko bi ka ye jona dan na sme so dan fa hon na sidin ho ye ba 5 ebu wo osa ni aka block dan so hon ke yi nkofo e mafima na kama wo
wei ye nia fifi Davis ne die ne ye tina so ahome kase bo no so tia wa bi abeba sisia
The regular football season is over. But not for us here at Supersport. We've got a big deal coming your way. Get connected to DSTV to see some of football's biggest names starring in all 51 matches of Euro 2024, live and in HD. Now that's a big deal.
So wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardware no a e de na se woye na se woyam so atim so
wo be packing a farmer Martin's liver salt techira kwan entem ehwie nsu agu glass mo ate Martin's liver salt no ba kwa no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wanom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so plain
wonumu a ho beto nemum edi na anu na ho ntowo a ko hu doctor.
Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Wachulala, swachulala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Against with toast, cereal, and even benku. And we ain't a bread and fifi. The most fridge man. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. One of what? And you be here. I come out to relax anyway. So I know when you're. Let's say what the chamado. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Off and a berry, I bring you all day long. On fruit juice. No Happy Delight. One different flavor. Different size. You number 1 liter. Number from NG 150. And 250 ml.
A benefit healthy life shows on your supermarket.
Happy Life Fruit Juice. Loaded with taste.
Tune it in. Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.
Yama yetie for akwaba. Ene numere Ghana Black Stars ene Mali eba besi Akan. Na ye World Cup qualify no frano pedi benyina ya bomu amania na ye nia Abdullahi Dasmani etisi Montin bisa Ghana this year bise Ghana Black Stars any Mali for crowd ye ni womu ana ebosia wa hayai akansie no omuhu ne sen
na team na de bebo match ni defense bia mem by be mum say be the e be win today we ye ni na bia be baka say e be win oh ye Ghana dey go no so I saw 1 and 2-1
oh ye betimi adinkuni Tariq Nkwanti ye be win 2 yeah Tariq Lamte Kudus
and the match in the Ghana be win straight e dey sika guzukura 2-0 clean sheet na e kono champion man Kudus na Semenyo mo ano
e team na dey difference be ni mu dey but I say no ebeboa ye kire se ebimi osi akwan ma team ni tinyame adom ye yi o mafim ne de ebeboa
Ghana dey sometimes omutumi disappointed always me ask ombe win by the end of the match no ni lose 50-60 and 50-50
onkunim bi o pa media mo gidie se ensisan kakra ba blaster mu no Ghana beat me Mali by 2-0.
Media means tremo, but I'm hoping say Ghana be doing 3-0. Very okay.
Oh, Yamanadum, maybe I bet my by Abia media. Mrs. Say, could you submit my 2 goals?
You couldn't get a bit my kwama, say, the Yamaya, say, players now. A bit maybe near you go, I shall quit my maybe 2 goals. Some of it must go, and I could submit my go. I'm one of your 2 leading candidates. I mean, I should go to Ghana.
Observers are watching. Yeah, they are Tiani. Coaches here, what Ghana has say, yeah, Kakako 32 million. Utuado. Sa ukona kudim kunimua, a quine wenim. Na sa uko toto papa so kudim kugu sa bahadia. Ubaba tears here tear town. Yeah, dear, ya was some good luck, yo. A raden come home. On some so. Na on fan kunimedie mamo na de urade ye nyina ne yampai bo nyina chi no na samuba kosa sa basa muba baba tu coaches wa ha ya mo de ne aha ya wa ha enumre mo beti yanka ewo akansie no mo amansan chiame kwabenamafo kasebo no esi yade asedama MTN 4G plus ekuta fastest connectivity ekuta highest internet speed choose MTN Tabonet soze aba center edisibi man capsules aba obajo nsoboko ontejo nsomu ha obia sibi woman capsules yesi obama nidimu ye obesima ye wosibi soap Herba Pharmacy Chemical ebi ewo ho 0247111671 Levels Saba Limited at the Levels Natural Capsules Aba ubegyina wo na so abɔ mpamu adwuma akɔkwae tentente a wonte brɛ sisi yade ase betu oba na tenka wakyerɛ ɔno nso no mbie bɛyɛ kama herbal shop chemical pharmacy ebi wɔ hɔ Repart Ventures opedido atua Corina Keba ewo Kumasi 0599 056033 Levels natural capsules taking men and women to a different level. Ni tefa mimainti ekoso abeku Santana betnasi enche na sports of one eba betnasi wo peace 104.3 FM so. Yadama say ama mumoni tia erade asumdwe nka mu nyina.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Washe wejuma sen kakra na niswade hunu no so pa nanso abrabo mu nsem dɔɔso nti etwa sɛ woyɛ nneɛma bebreebre kro no a wonim wo hia Japa account a Free Fidelity Bank wate Japa